just made it to Japan. We've been trying to get here for so long. For the next 3 days, I'm gonna take you guys around Okinawa and we're gonna see all the fun things we can do. After meeting up with my cousin Matthew and his wife, we headed to Shuri Castle. We paid a small fee to get in. The castle is a very historic site full of ancient architecture that was from the Ryū Kingdom. Unfortunately, the main hall burnt down in 2019 and they are currently restoring parts of the castle, so we were limited into what we could explore, but it was still really enjoyable and we had a lot of fun walking around and seeing different parts of the castle. There was also a really beautiful view of Okinawa and many beautiful trees such as this bonsai tree, which was ginormous. We also continued on through the gardens and we got to explore some of the nature. I found it to be very green and tropical vibes. After the castle, we headed to the mall. This mall had an amazing food selection. It was so affordable and everyone got to choose their own distinct Japanese meal. The mall itself was really impressive. There was even a fish tank in the middle of the mall with huge fish. And we got to check out some of the classic Japanese stores that everyone likes to hit up when they go to Japan. The next day, we woke up early for breakfast and we went to check out this Hawaiian-style restaurant that Matthew and Kelsey love. It was also so aesthetic inside. I immediately fell in love with the decor, but the food was what really blew me away. The breakfast bowls and the ube pancake that I got were delectable. After breakfast, we headed over to Orion Brewery. Walking in there were so many picture opportunities that I took advantage of course. And the tour was super informative. It was completely in Japanese though, but they did give us a binder with English translation to follow along. We got to try a glass of beer at the end and they gave us some mixed nuts to enjoy. I had a really great time here. I thought it was really cool that we all got to try the beer, and at the end we even got to visit the super cool gift shop that had some distinct merch there. At the end of the tour, right next to the Orion Brewery, there is a beautiful hike that you can do up these steps, and it is quite a long hike. It's a little bit hard, but the top is so beautiful. It's totally worth it. I enjoyed walking through these ancient lanterns that you see on the left and right hand side of me. There appeared to be a shrine at the top and even more of these stone lanterns. I felt so majestic and mysterious walking through and just enjoying the nature and the ancient feel that there is here. Even a cat followed us up to the shrine and it was just so adorable. Shortly after the hike, we headed over to Pineapple Park, which I was not expecting to have so much fun here. It is quite literally adorable. The first impression is walking through to the line to get picked up by the Pineapple Shuttle, and the entire time there was this adorable catchy little song playing over and over again. We all hopped in the little shuttle, super excited to see what was to come from the Pineapple Park, and we got a little tour of the pineapple fields, which I've never really seen growing in real life before. So we learned that they grow in this specific type of red clay dirt that they have in Okinawa. And the shuttles were so cute. So from there we got to hop in our own little golf cart that drove us around and we toured the rest of the Pineapple Park. And these ones, they don't drive, they just go on their own little track. But we all got into the same cart and we had a good time just going around and seeing the different pineapples and listening to the pineapple song. We got to see all the different vegetation that grows in the area, and they have a nice fun surprise, which was the dinosaurs that were hidden throughout the gardens, and that was fun to see. Finally, we got to get out of the golf cart and we walked around the orchid garden and we saw some photo opportunities, and there was a unexpected butterfly garden, which was so cool. There was so many butterflies. It was beautiful. You got to walk through their habitat and see what they ate and see how they grew, and we learned all about the cocoons and the caterpillars. It was really amazing. We had a lot of fun here because it was really beautiful and they had everything well organized and planned out. The gift shops at the end were so tempting to just buy up all the pineapple sweets and snacks, and we did stop and try some pineapple wine that they had. All three that I tried were delicious. And finally, we were continuing the day with the aquarium. So we headed over to the world famous aquarium in Okinawa, and we made it with a good amount of time left in the day to explore. So we started off with the main exhibit. We saw all the fish. We saw jellyfish, stingrays, manta rays. There was so many different types of fish to see. And of course, at the end, we got to see the famous whale shark that is so huge and humbling to see in person. Outside they have turtle exhibits, dolphin exhibits, and we got to see those as well. But it did start to rain, so we headed out to get some dinner at Coco's. And if you've ever been to Japan, you know that it's a famous chain restaurant. Nonetheless, was it delicious. The next morning, I woke up still very excited to be in Japan. I could not believe I was here. And we tried for breakfast this place that my dad recommended. It's a pancake place in American Village. It is good to note that the chef here has a severe allergy to strong perfume and smells, so they did spray us down when we walked in to make sure the chef didn't have any allergies. But I found it to be a very cozy place to have breakfast, and we sat down and we got to enjoy our breakfast together. I had a mango fluffy pancake with coconut cream and ice cream on the side. Next to the restaurant, there was a really beautiful view of the sea. And I think the ocean in Okinawa is so beautiful and clear. We even dipped our feet into the water here, and then we continued on to the Peace Memorial Park. We got out of our car and we walked through the grounds. It was a really powerful message to see just what the Japanese and the American young men had suffered in World War II and all the lives lost. It was a powerful reminder that we should always choose peace and do our best to understand each other rather than take each other's lives. And I'm glad that I got to see how well the Japanese government honored these men. And it was just really something beautiful that they did for the world. And I was glad we got to witness it. We also enjoyed the view from the Peace Memorial. It was really sweeping views of the ocean below. After that, we went to Okinawa World. At this point, we were running out of time of the day, so we had to rush through some of the things, but we were still equally excited to check it out. I really was not expecting this incredible, huge limestone cave with many stalagmites. I enjoyed walking through there. They had the cave lit up so beautifully. It was highlighted in some parts that just made it look otherworldly, completely breathtaking. They even put some lights in the water to highlight the cave. It was magical. This was one of my favorite caves that I visited, to be honest. After that, we headed to a ramen spot that made really, really spicy ramen, and we got to stir it in with the sauce and pour the rest of everything else in the bowl with the noodles. I thought it was pretty good, but I was expecting a little bit more from my first ramen spot in Japan, not gonna lie. The next morning, we stopped by for a Lawson's breakfast. I was really excited for this. I love Lawson's. I've heard so much about it. I was so ready to try all the snacks. This was my first time trying it, but I already loved it when I walked in. I got a yogurt drink and a rice ball. It had roasted pork and mayonnaise in it, and I somehow got a hold of an egg sandwich, which turned out to be my favorite food from the convenience stores in Japan. Could not go wrong with the egg sandwich. So delicious and fluffy and delicious. After that, we headed over to Cape Maida. It's a famous snorkel spot in Okinawa. When we went, however, the weather was not so good. We saw many hermit crabs. We walked to the many lookout points. We saw a lot of lava rocks that were very sharp and a lot of tall bushes and vegetation. It really made me feel like I could have been in Hawaii. It was very beautiful, even without the sun. We took lots of pictures here, and then we continued down to the ocean where it was low tide, so there were many tide pools, and we got to see a lot of different sea life here. I saw small fish and crabs and even some sea urchins. And the highlight for me of the entire trip to Okinawa was finding this hidden sea cave with turquoise water and red rocks. It was insane to me. I was so excited when I popped over the rocks and I saw this cave. It was like, it felt like a private little pool because there was nobody else around, and it made for the perfect escape from the rain. So we stayed here for a little bit and swam, and then we wanted to go check out the beach. So we walked over there, but by the time we got to the beach, it was pretty much pouring rain. So we cut the day short and we headed over to get yakanuku, which is a Japanese style of Korean barbecue. And we ordered a ton of meat, and we also got all you can drink, which was also amazing. All the food was so good here, and I thought it was the perfect way to end our time visiting Matthew and Kelsey in Okinawa. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to them for hosting us and showing us around the island. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!